Hi guys, and welcome to the Euro Car Show. Today I'm really excited because I finally get to drive the brand new BMW M2. This is a car I've wanted to drive for months, actually. Ever since it launched. I think it's gorgeous and it looks like it's about to eat everything on the road, and I love it. Yes, so let's review it for you guys and burn some rubber. I want to start this review with the following statement. The BMW M2 is what the BMW M3 was and should have remained. Why am I saying that? Well, I have my reasons, but first let me go through some details and numbers, then I promise we'll get back to that. The BMW M2 came out in 2016 to replace the once top of the range M235i. Slightly more powerful, BMW's M division managed to turn what already was a nice driver's car into what became one of the greatest M cars ever built, in my humble opinion. The M2 is wider than a regular 2 Series, has far bigger air intakes and a classic 4-pots exhaust system that ensures this car does not go unnoticed. Overall, the exterior design is very stylish and sporty, but not over the top like the Civic Type R. That being said, there's one feature most BMW M enthusiasts will go nuts for, and that's the absurd amount of M badges you can find around this car. The truth is, I see those badges as an unnecessary reminder that you're driving something special. Which, let's be clear on that, you are if you own one of those. Back to the interior, I would normally start by talking about how good the materials are and so on. But, to be honest, all anyone should want in a BMW M2 is a nice steering wheel, a solid stick shift, and supportive seats. And following those criteria, this car gets a 3 out of 3. As for the other people out there wondering about gadgets and stuff, don't panic. BMW made sure you got your butt heating seats, a great infotainment system, and other creatures of comfort. I also feel compelled to say that some materials inside feel a bit cheap for what's supposed to be a high-end BMW, but it more than makes up for it once you get moving. Oh, one last thing before we get to the specs. The BMW M2, when compared to a car like the Toyota GT86, feels more spacious and compact. The trunk is fairly big, and you can fit a couple children or smaller adults in the back, no problem at all. Though I wouldn't recommend taking said adults on a longer journey in the back of that thing. So, specs wise, the M2's got a turbocharged 3-liter inline-6 engine making 370 horsepower and about 500 Nm of torque. This car came with a 6-speed manual transmission and the active M differential, which helps it put its power down through the rear wheels, obviously, getting to 100 km/h in around 4 seconds. The official numbers for fuel consumption are around 8.5 liters per 100 km for the manual and under 8 for the dual clutch transmission. I honestly didn't get that, because I drove this car pretty hard, making the best of the time I had with it. But from what I remember, I averaged somewhere around 11 or 12 liters per 100 km in those conditions, which I consider a very good number considering all the pop-ups I got out of it. My time with the BMW M2 made me fall in love again with BMW's M division. I haven't loved an M car this much since the E46 M3, which up until now I had considered as the best BMW M ever built. The M2 came as a direct successor to the 1M, but this car is, in fact, the spiritual and rightful successor of the M3. It does everything the E46 did and more. It feels solid and happy when treated roughly. It loves to corner and, given the right conditions, you can get its tail out to pull some amazing drifts or power slides. Bottom line, this BMW M2 is the car I wish I could have owned right now. Out of every car I've driven so far, the M2 is the only one that gave me old school thrills. The Lexus GSF might have had the engine, but the M2 is a complete package, and a compact one nonetheless. I was fortunate enough to drive other sports cars such as the i8 or Porsche 911, but for some reason I can't really explain. This is the one I'd pick to take around the ring or some curvy back roads. The BMW M2 is the second press car to win over my heart alongside the Lexus GSF. and I'm grateful I got to spend a few days with the best M car BMW is making nowadays.
Alright guys, so I've stopped now because, well, to be honest with you, I'm running out of tires and that's not good. Well, anyhow, I had a blast driving the brand new M2 and I think it's... You know, it's like those old sports car, but with every commodity you might want in a car. So my friend with the Porsche is coming by now, so I think I'll leave you and I'll see you for the next video. So don't forget to subscribe, like, share, you know, all the usual business. Bye bye. That's him.